All right, welcome everybody. I'm, of course, DansGaming, and you're watching us live on Twitch.tv. We stream here every day. Make sure you stop by and watch us live. You're watching us on a recording. Today we're playing Not For Broadcast. This game is a full-motion video game that takes place in like a dystopian future where the government, all media is like heavily censored. Kind of like Papers, Please, where you only like let certain things go through. So we're gonna be checking it out. I haven't seen anything about it. All I know is that it's supposed to be really good, and we will see how it is. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what this feels like. Experience stories out the stress. Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving. Less challenging. Balance spirit. Non-broadcast mechanics and viewer challenges for a reasonable challenge. We'll do normal, which is recommended. I don't really know how hard it is or what you even do with it.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly
Oh,
News.
it's 1980s. Okay, so that's the time period. And we're actually doing a full week of full motion video games. This will be our first one. Julia Salisbury Brown, a media savvy barista, is one of the leaders in the advance party. Day one, the election. Turn right. Oh. Someone walked by the window there.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
Oh, thank you.
Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
My right ear is loving this game so far.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
My Salad Weekly. Exercise with ham sleeves. Come to Bumley.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
Not one to miss.
Okay.
At 9 p.m., sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Ah,
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day, you offer me every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
we're
up.
all good.
The election
Next
win
is going to be the
that
throw to the
Oxford
news
said Sydney
titles on screen 2.
Hopeful or
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well.
Global
Just
Mega
relax,
Corporation
mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat.
Do what now?
Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsley used
I'm nervous.
Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And
You might
course,
notice some of
we'll
these
be going
actors
live
are
to
in
Advance
multiple of
headquarters
these games.
to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Right, button
That's all coming up
2
on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
News.
1, go!
Lovely, mate.
Woo!
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Got it. I am the best news broadcaster ever. My audience is going to be like, Dan, wow, the whole time. Wow, the news is amazing.
Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
First, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately.
Okay, on it.
The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming
On
majority,
it.
but have yet to appear publicly.
Dan, wow. This news is amazing.
It's going well. All you got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one and the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want.
Got
I'll
it.
count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming.
2, 1,
advert.
1 minute back,
Go.
everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late. I thought I'd ask him about the elections.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
Wanker
That's the
snatch.
same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Build your collection week by week, and very soon.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate.
Yeah.
This is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things
What?
interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb.
These aren't my
1.
cards. Please don't
Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules.
Oh
and
my
you'll be
God.
fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get
Oh,
screen
God.
selected now. No need
Oh,
to wait
no.
for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Your crunchy cubes.
Thank you so much.
We're almost live. Come on,
10
people.
seconds, everybody.
This exclusive offer is available for a limited time.
Going in 5,
4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shopbox
Blunderclatch
films.
on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch
the...
to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yeah.
Medicated.
The medicated, yeah. Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful
Lovely.
guy.
Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several
Thunder
movies,
twat.
and terribly successful. I said to Peter,
I'm fired.
what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Well, don't worry, you won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated,
Oh,
which
God.
opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cool, looks
Keep
like blood
fucking
clots
swear to
in
my
the
fucking
studio.
TV show, motherfuck!
There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't
Get
know
the speed right.
No, Liz, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Uh-oh.
Jubbly, mate.
Good for you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time, push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
I'm doing it.
Listen,
Doing it.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
Doing it.
See this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
Why is it doing this exactly?
The virus. The sterility. This formula, this is the key.
We can stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
I know, I'm a freaking natural at this
We
shit.
have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
Yeah.
As you probably notice, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you
Oh,
can't
no.
tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Oh, I see it.
Simple. Of course,
Okay.
if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
These potentially true statistics are
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice.
Oh my God.
I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Get rid of those tricky tummies.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard. 1
Okay.
to 4.
Seriously?
Oh man.
5, 4,
3, 2.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
Oh shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
You only got a bit
you
of the
saw
word.
right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrating pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Oops. Oh.
You
Oops.
totally
Let's be
missed
honest,
that.
who can blame
Sorry.
Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate.
Get back to who's talking.
Before we came out here to address the nation, we
Oops.
used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere today.
I'm sorry.
We revoked your passports. We revoked. You want them back? You want to leave like
You can't say
threatened
bastard?
before the election. That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
Just bleep the
Today.
wrong word.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your
Remember
vineyards.
the
It
10
ends
seconds.
today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been.
Yep.
In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start
Get on the
making it
speaker,
fair
mate.
again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents,
Too long on this, mate.
I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
You're only meant to censor the swear word.
Sorry.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance.
Oh man.
And our apologies for the
It's a stressful game.
Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. Someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us
Wasn't
this
my
evening
fault.
at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go.
Oh, man.
About to leave, probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
What?
This is some weird
No.
fever dream. Am I dying?
What?
We're not sure, but here
You should be so lucky.
I'm on my own?
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not going for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get
Son of a
murdered.
bitch!
And experience a holiday that's simply
Challenge room
unlike
unlocked.
any other.
Broadcast
When the
complete.
programme's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course, you can really drill into the details if you
I got a D. D for Dan. Dan D! Which is a perfect...
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers.
Oh, God.
But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
You have received a slight dock to pay. Current wealth, crippling debt. Oh, my God. Shares...
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Uh-oh.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national.
Oh,
news.
this is
But
what I
before
did.
that,
Oh,
let's take a look at
interesting.
what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching.
What?
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the Flawed.
That's very cool.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those.
So you can rewatch everything.
It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the
Oh, that's cool.
Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Oh, this is so cool. So you can go back and like hear all the things that you weren't able to pay attention to, too busy playing the game.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bogan. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one BC interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back.
What's wrong with whole wheat?
Quiet in the studio.
What's wrong with
Thank
whole
you
wheat?
so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
starting in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first, our very own culture reporter, Megan Wolfe, is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe,
He's
culture
so different on
correspondent.
camera.
And today I have a guest who starred in every...
You heard most of the interview. We didn't hear once the clip was playing what was going on.
I'm afraid. Cut me.
Amazing how much bullshit there is.
Survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob!
I'll be at the Dorset. Send up
Fucking
a
Rob.
butterscotch and a whole ham. It's in
A
the contract.
whole ham?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Oh, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
What? Okay. Exercise with ham sleeves.
Hi, I'm world-class sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves, and I'm not fat, but you are.
What?
Don't worry, ladies. Now you can have me, Johnny Hamsleeve, right there in your lounge.
Johnny!
Match day, happy day. Me and the lads are playing away.
I'll take you through a proper match day workout with my 2 cracking assistants. Who knows, within a few weeks, you could be as fit as them.
No way.
Cruising down the motorway.
What even is this? Definitely looks like 80s workouts, though.
Did you know that fat people are less likely to laugh, marry, or live past the age of 26? These potentially true statistics are all terrifying reasons why you need to pop a bit of Johnny in your VHS slot.
I don't think that that's true.
Every exercise is recommended by sports professionals and is 72% likely to get rid of those tricky tummies and cruel cellulite.
Match time, halfway line, waiting for the whistle, so
Get match fit!
With Johnny Hamsleeves.
Act now, fatty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Jeez. Thank you, Schroger, for resubbing for 102 months. Appreciate that. And DMV, Justarium. Unexpected form. You arrive home to find a post on the mat. Most being nothing more than news from junk mail. One letter ever catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, your spouse, your children. Alex Winston, Sam Winston, Charles Winston, Susie Winston. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. Me and my husband are very happy. The rest of the question left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly, introduce yourself to new coworkers, be productive, and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in, orient yourself in a new workplace, reminisce with friends about old jobs. I would be productive and get to work immediately. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague curb your violation, recommend that your colleague reports it, promise your colleague you won't tell anyone, report the violation to your supervisor immediately. This is a government form? Well, you got to answer the way they want you to answer, which is, I'll report immediately. The entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous one. You would stay late and ensure you hit the first deadline. In the annual company barbecue, you and your family have been invited. You looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends or washing your hair that day. Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers. Think you'll win the talent contest this year. Go if I'm free but wouldn't mind missing it. Because work comes first always, Mr. Government. You had a long successful career and now you're about to retire. In a speech, you list your achievements and all good memories you have working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons for the company. Focus on issues and challenges you face working there. Refuse to attend. List my achievements. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music and making models, attempt local routes, and what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, playing your local sports team. Definitely alone. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar, and discovering new experiences and challenges. Structured day at a theme park, busting with thrills and attractions. You and your family romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. Paradise, please. It is important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal. Definitely safe. Thank you for collaborating. Advance knows your time is valuable. We appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Sign your name. Day 6, a family matter. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a few coffee cups, a worn souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. Knock the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. He takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for busting in so late, Alex, Chris stammered. But I need a favor. You're the one I can ask. Are you okay? Should I go get Sam? No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I need 2 minutes. Heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? Not really. Must have passed me by. Chris' face is skewed right now. They're taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris added hastily, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. That's why I'm here. Okay, so what exactly do you need? Chris' eyes seem resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need you to click the sub button and subscribe with Prime Gaming. It's right there. Nick your Amazon Prime membership to your Twitch account and use that subscription today. Please. The government is going to take all I have if you don't. Oh, and I need to borrow your passport. My passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look so similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris' mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you, Sam. And you and Sam. I've treated your children like they're my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? It's against the law. I can't help you with this. Fine. I'll solve this myself. Unlike illusionists who solved for 17 months, you're no help. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the nigh-on fluorescent suitcase. Chris disappeared in the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Stan's cup again. Peeling face now seems to bore into you. Knot in your stomach tightens. Bum, bum, bum. Aaron, thank you for subbing for 85 months. Appreciate that. I should report him to the government. He's obviously a non-believer. Sorry, my ship doesn't start for 1 minute. I'm gonna... If they are not paying me, I'm not working. Therefore, if a boss tells you to be 10 minutes early or you're late, and it's like, nope, I will be here exactly when my shift starts. Not a second before, not a second after. I will be here exactly when my paying begins.
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Power on? Okay.
Come on, mate. On your left, the plugs and stuff. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Boom, boom, boom. The...
And the trip switch, mate. Otherwise, nothing's going to work. Right, let's load up the adverts.
The adverts? Okay.
Think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Mr. Snugglehug, should we play this? Is this toy safe? Advanced Go-Getters. Jus de Caron. Alan James. Crazy Neil.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
What?
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time off, get back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
One of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4,
Before all that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23...
Oh, I get to skew what people think about them.
In history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement.
Okay.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong, a marine biologist
These fucking pictures.
have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system
Dante's
was
taint?
previously thought unreachable. But thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains.
Oh my
This
god.
is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound that sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is
Oh my
snapped
God.
in Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public
Inside
eye.
My Snatch?
Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more with a group of young
Scaring
artists
them.
already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back, everybody. Can we get the guests in quickly, please?
Bum, 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 bum. What? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I didn't see the signal. Oh, no. I was like, what's happening? Z-, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. Green Man, Aaron, Illusionist, thank you for the sub, guys.
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them.
Oh, no.
And that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. I'm coming, darling.
Get one of those.
Yeah, we're great.
Theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment.
I'm gonna play the toy tape to see what it is.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's Taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly
Inside My Snatch.
Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more for the...
Wait, what? What? Oh, come on. What? Oh, my God. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, my God. Freaking crash.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Jesus Horatio, Facebucker, looks like get it closed properly. If you're experiencing an issue, you can reach out and we'll try to fix it for you. Or email us. Generally, wish everyone the best possible. Please, afraid to get in touch.
What a wild ride this has been.
Yeah. They call me a Facebucker? What the... Come on. That does suck that if it ever crashes or you mess up, you have to sit through the same intro.
The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Thanks, buddy.
My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs...
No, sometimes it just crashed. Like, we failed the first time because we didn't see the thing, but it crashed the second time, so now we're going to watch this again.
Don't blame me when it explodes.
It's like,
Going
oh
5,
my God.
4,
3, 2.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headline
Third time's the
tonight,
charm? Yes,
Destination
Echo.
Unknown.
Exactly.
At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class
There's a way
at
to fast
university
forward a little bit.
and graduated with the highest honors.
Oh, bye, Nat Liam, and have fun at work. Well, try
The
to.
markets have responded favorably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg.
Why would they have these two different photos? They're so random.
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound that sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week.
The vomit
as
is
reported
nasty.
By this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Griever's bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega
here we go.
Of young actors who are already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, God. Keep it. Okay. Woo!
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are,
Of course he's got a fucking book.
And this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Yes, buy my book.
Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't...
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes,
Whoa.
Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
Bollocks is a swear word?
Branded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based
Oh
on
my
the facts,
God.
Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Franken-science and opiates. Franken-science and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, the pumping
Oh my God.
of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh my God.
Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
Woo!
You know, I think it might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan.
Whoa!
I've heard so much shit in my life.
Oh my God.
Full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Like voice to keep them company when you can't.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
And his incredible real.
A D?
The fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
I respect you, Will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said I've got a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. She's little drinky. She's going to the big bug.
Oh, Mo.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4.
I got a D, but D's nuts.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
We can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a
Oh, she's leaving him. Uh-oh.
Time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
It never is it?
Just hang on. Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving? Can I have a moment to
Yes, I totally understand. Yes. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Gregory Judge. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all
Oh,
long
God.
to return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with an...
Simply
shit.
unsafe anymore. Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, It comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a
Oh, my
citizen
God.
of this great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
What?
All in the Bible, look, Leviticus clearly
What?
says...
Oh.
Hang on a moment.
Oh, my
Jeremy,
God.
bloody gimps escaped. Delia?
Oh, my
Delia,
God.
could you give me a little help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please?
What the fuck?
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear,
This is so true.
who are responsible for the moral decay.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Sorry, darling, I was
Oh, my God.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put it back in the box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimmick space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people. Hold on just a moment.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Naughty, naughty, naughty boy.
Oh, no.
Clive, I am not having this again.
What the fuck?
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice...
What the fuck?
Does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Oh, my God.
Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality force. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted,
Oh, my God.
it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swan. He's agreed to talk to us today.
Menacing
which
a
is also,
swan?
I believe, his birthday, which is also, I believe, many happy returns, Tony. Many happy
Cheers,
returns,
Jez.
Tony.
Call me Titwank, Tony. Everybody else does.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
going to be doing
Everybody
that.
else does.
Can you tell us what it's like in prison,
What the
Tony?
fuck?
Can you tell us what
Titwank,
it's like
Tony.
in prison, Tony?
Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but It's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony. I'm picking up that you're not alone.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
My friends are throwing me a surprise party. Yeah, sorry, my good bunch of lads.
Okay, well,
Hey.
I'm trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
Oh no!
Sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony. Let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, Big Chris, and Vampire Chris. Little Chris.
Oh, hello.
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Tony's on the news. One sec, love. Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just got to sit up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks, you've only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
What the fuck?
Jesus. Busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing a signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I think we're listening for 2 seconds.
What the fuck?
Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order.
The fuck is this show?
Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back. Don't go away after these messages. We'll be back.
1 minute back, everybody.
Oh my god.
Quite drunk, it's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip, when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bin.
Oh my god.
Probably banging his head against the wall. Look, it's all right, I've got this. I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolfe.
What?
And on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a
Oh my
surname
God.
like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way.
Uh-oh.
So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day. And so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean, not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh my God.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap.
Oh, dear God.
Middle-class girls can't rap. I ain't afraid of your crew laps. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't.
These
great.
bars,
I
though.
used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
Oh my
I
God.
guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
What the fuck is this?
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night
What
for all
the
the headlines
fuck?
from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Fucking nailed that. Oh my God.
Brilliant! What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Oh my God. Oh wow. See, A plus. A plus. Oh hell yeah. Got a B though. Not bad. I was vibing with that. I just could feel it. You have received your full wages. Current wealth crippling debt. Nice. Load that, please.
Let's take a look at what's in store tonight on Channel 1. Kicking off our evening schedule is a retrospective of the best moments from Peter Clement's Just the Job.
Oh, we don't want that. I want the rushes during the election. I'm curious what some of the other scenes were saying.
Apparently, he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, he's had liability at the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this.
10 seconds, everybody.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters.
Oh, not
where
that
the two
one.
leaders, Peter Clement and Julius...
Oops, I meant this one. Wrong one. Yep, I've gotten better about hanging that one on the far end to be the same height as the others.
Well, where is
Roughly.
he? In his dressing room, probably banging his head against the wall.
Look, it's all right, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5.
Oh,
4,
was she the one person
3.
fighting?
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's
Welcome's
Culture Spot,
Black.
I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play.
parapedestric mainly.
That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance. And next thing you know, we're on tour.
There's no audio, those are the ones.
Day at this school.
This play was so freaking weird.
Choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now.
Make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice. Friendship.
Yes.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
I want to see Mr. Snugglehugs.
Mr.
Snugglehug. Looks like a Furby.
Kids, you love them, we love them, and they just love
Mr. Snugglehugs. Yeah!
with his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
I hope your mommy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad.
It's no wonder
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people who have me as their friend.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly.
Creepy.
Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now and selling out fast.
Mr. Snugglehugs?
Alan James.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James.
Alan James is right.
Alan James is right.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James is right in front of you.
I don't want to scare you, but you should be scared.
There must be something in the food!
I don't want to upset you, but you should wait for the world.
They're gonna take
I wonder who he's supposed to be.
sweet grandma.
And I don't
No
want
way
to
to
shock
know.
you, but you need to wake up! I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday.
Alan James, coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
Oh my god. Crazy Neil Christmas.
This is Crazy Neil's Festive Yuletide Ornament Spectacular! So you've got the best Christmas tree that your money can buy, and you want to put on it some crazy-ass Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
We give you a spectacular Christmas cactus. You know what it's like? You've run out of things to dress up, and you want your house to look like a Christmas bomb has hit it, then we've got the ornaments for you. You want something like
Christmas
vases,
cactus?
or vases, or another cactus to go with your first cactus, or this, a crazy Christmas frog, or a toad, woodpeckers, a cool pineapple, a duck. Christmas
duck?
peppers. We've got all the seasonal animals. Crazy Neil's crazy deals. This is a clear out of the storage locker that second Mrs. Neil abandoned, like she abandoned her children. It's a radio
Wow.
crazy fun. Don't be a prick and get yourself quick. Grab yourself a crazy deal with Neil Appeal.
Advanced go-getters.
Our children are our future.
True.
Advance knows this, and we're here to help. The new Advance Go-Getters initiative will ensure that every young person enjoys the abundance of benefits that only a true community can provide. while keeping us informed of all the ups and downs to help make things even better. With a vast range of activities available, building the nation's future has never been so rewarding. With the Go-Getters, you can be sure that your children will be well equipped in the march towards progress. After all, there's nothing better than moving forwards. The Advanced Go-Getters. Forwards together.
Sure. Chat, that seemed a little Dan sus to me. A little bit sus. That sounds like a propaganda camp.
Why bother strengthening your body when you can strengthen your face?
What?
We believe your skin deserves the best, so the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right from your pores.
That's
to give you
water.
the crisp, brittle skin you've come to expect. New Judico Shon will revitalize the appearance of the strength of your face's skin. 41% of women we surveyed said they loved their visible flakes, and 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it. Judico Shon, because we said so.
Right. Oh my god. I gotta run to the bathroom. Be right back in 1 second. All right, let's do next day. The echo is there to help you censor. That's how real people in news do it. They listen to 2 feeds at once, and so they can censor. Hit the censor button. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up, underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily play press on the cheap horror film you're going to watch together. It used to be absolutely terrified you as a kid. It almost makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house, looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. You tell Charlie no, not doing this late on the school night. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend it's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I fucking hate you. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage, he can't bring himself to back down. Before you can open your mouth, he storms to the stairs and slams his door. That's it. We're taking away his damn phone and internet and video games. Before you can open your mouth, he storms the stairs, slams the door shut. Checking on your son before heading to bed. Knock on Charlie's door. When there's no answer, you quietly open it. Your son is under the duvet, sulking. He's determinedly facing the wall, but once it's clear you're not leaving until he talks to you, he sighs, turns to face you. He learns to control his temper. He needs to learn to control his temper. He begrudgingly apologizes for his outbursts, and both of you sleep much easier having cleared the air. Oh my, we're jumping way ahead. Jeez. A Tight Christmas. I've seen that movie. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. I know, that's a very Dan Blush kind of a title. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. What does pulling a cracker mean? Like a cracker you eat? You did have a soft spot for Christmas. Sitting at the head of the table now, you're at your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. You make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everybody. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Chris has moved. Yeah, we're all here, no thanks to you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on now, it's Christmas. Can we put that behind us? Sam's right. So let's try and enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away from you, taking some of his frustration on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter, Susie, sees the opportunity to corner you. You know how much you love me? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning to go traveling this year. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. So she's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Susie. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Wow. Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world, learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight right now that Grandma's staying here. We really don't have that kind of money, Suze. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it, but we can't. What? You promised! Your daughter yells. She looks from the face of one parent to the other and opens her mouth to speak. Instead, she lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to applaud. And the Parent of the Year award goes to... Chris starts a sarcastic drum roll at the table. You look to Sam for support, but none of this is forthcoming. Pay no attention, Suze, Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their dear family, isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. Pathetic. Chris puts arm around Susie and escorts her out of the room. Sam follows without meeting your gaze. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry fucking Christmas. Jeez. Chris is just a dick. I don't want to cause a fight in the middle of Christmas, but he won't stop. You're leafing through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls at your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Mr. Winston, thank you for sending us your passport for approval. We can now confirm this receipt and validation of new assets and wealth redemption scheme. Hopefully this will make last month's argument with Sam's worth it. As such, it's our pleasure to enclose a check, which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequity. The throbbing of your flesh, speed introduced to paper cut is the only reason you believe you're awake. A check, and a sizable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really are redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and the people. Forever, forwards together. Julia Salisbury, Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burden lessens slightly. It's bliss. We have money! All the way past day 69. Damn. A long weekend. Why does the zip in this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. But looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. Zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulgy suitcase down the stairs. Answer machine's blinking on the table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bosman. Calling to inform you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tension between our nation and foreign powers. And the National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I'll expect you to attend us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance, then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Well, I have to, yeah. Let's see. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you should really go into work. Bosman's temper is legendary. You sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes the whip sound. You nod simply. Of course you are. It's too much to expect you to put your family first for once, God forbid. I don't know why I bother, Alex. I really don't. And with that, Sam's gone. Front door swings slightly in the silence. Oh, well. I get to do work. Work is the best. A permission slip. Son Charlie hovers at your elbows as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. Doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop me us home after. So you want to do anything? Sure, I will sign the Advanced Go-Getters Club. Your son's thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of community. This can only be a good thing. Yay! He will become a hard worker. That's all that we can hope for. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken into doing recently. Most of it's the usual rubbish. But a letter with the increasingly familiar Advance logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front of the correspondent urgently read font grabs your attention. Dear Winston resident, let it inform you that the Advance government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country. Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions, chosen by Advance for consistent performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select which one. I, the Beholder Incorporated, whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we see beauty in all our customers. Neil Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Core. Our business is your pleasure. From sport to travel, even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. I think we gotta go with Dangachi. We need the Pleasure Core. Thank you for making a decision with the generous form. You'll receive a report for partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. Future of the Nation is in partnership. Working forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? Pleasure Core. Oh, yeah. A teenage rebellion. Oh, God. Step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince, hoping the door won't come off the hinges. You don't say anything. Now's not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. Police officer asks you to wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is bought out by an officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we'll have to charge her. You nod and apologize. On Susie's behalf, as Sam hugs your shell-shocked daughter. As you shake her hand, officer lowers her voice. Keep her away from that boy, and I think she'll be fine. In the car, you attempt to broach the subject, but Susie refuses to say a word. After a while, you give up your questions about who this boy might be and just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worrying. The stillness in the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Why is she acting out? Neither you're going to sleep tonight. Hello, I'm somewhat mad. Oh, mission again. Yay! Day 153. The Tempest. Yes.
Good evening, Alex. It's Boozman here.
Boozman.
Your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Toodle pip. My God, that
Toodle pip. Toodle pip. Let's see.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4,
3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Johnson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the
Check your
first
prostrate.
move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Skorsvord Horgensvord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working
God.
together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Table for 2.
God.
Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year. And this
Test results?
is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge
Grizzle
married
Nuts?
his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this one celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a Flard will do, you need the Flardmaster 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked the construction industry this morning. The breakthrough device for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
What's a Flard?
Exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Woo! Oh no! No! Stop it! Oh god. Oh no. No, chat. Come on, I need you to help me. Let's channel our big brain so I can keep on top of this. No one panic!
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months
Christmas bloodbath?
undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week,
what the fuck?
He spoke for the first time since the
What
tragedy.
happened?
Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs.
That wasn't my fault.
The publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future,
I
we
didn't
will
do
better.
What?
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with
Nailing
Mr. and
it.
Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son,
Oh
Timothy.
my God.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all, after what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean,
It wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread
Ooh.
carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy.
Hi,
Can
Timmy.
you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
you be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes.
Oh my
That'll
God.
Be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Jolly cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. And then it's a general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Careful.
And then he exploded.
I asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And then with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
Oh, right, that's quite enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
questions,
again?
and now
Normal?
You've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Oh my God.
Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation.
Thank you, Robin, for having stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advanced mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks on new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
Upcoming commercial break, chat.
These messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
Oh my God. She's gonna take a shit.
Very good.
Who?
Megan.
Yes, she is.
Watch your back, Jeremy. The women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Oh my God.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final
What?
by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
What? Okay. Got 40 seconds.
Some of your favourite metalworking moments. Start your collection today and we'll send you the first 8 editions with no postage or packing. That's right, no postage, no packing. Plus you'll also receive this exclusive little bit of drill bits.
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4,
4,
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing
The lanky
her tonight,
hamster.
hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
What the fuck?
Going on. Striker go first. Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. D-Robe. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker.
Uh-oh.
Nice start there from Striker. She's
What
determined
the
not to let the
fuck
ref
is this?
Not up to last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker.
They try to throw a ball into the garbage bin.
She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad, if you ask me.
Is there contact? Don't know why you complaining.
To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to
All right,
Harris
let's
now.
go,
Ball in
buddy.
the
Come
hands,
on.
two in the bush.
You got this.
Football. Move back.
Oh.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh, no.
Oh, hell yeah.
So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends.
Changing of the ends.
And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
What?
Striker giving it large.
Second round, and double. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch.
Oh my God, boobies! What the hell? Oh, hell no. Oh.
Try and ignore all of that.
Oh,
Security,
shit.
I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we...
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible.
Oh my God. Oh, no.
Play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow.
Oh, shit.
Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's body... Yeah, all right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and
What
it's
the
absolutely
fuck?
determined to close that massive gap.
Why was there people?
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris.
There was some boobies on there.
And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heat. What a
What?
brilliant move.
What are the rules of this game?
Back to striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
What are they
Excellent
doing?
bit of play here on both sides of the bucket.
His fucking eyes.
I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery in this play here absolutely blooming, jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Bloomington Smith.
On my whistle, on my whistle.
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Shield you from having to look directly at it.
Oh, no.
His genitals are on display for all to see.
What the fuck?
And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's
Oh,
thrusting
my
himself
God.
in Harris's face. Security is on.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out.
Whoa. Okay, nope.
Genitals flying around for all to see.
No, no, thank
Really,
you.
If you ask me, not Sunday morning television.
Nope, don't need the nudity.
There, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final pose, final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
Oh my God.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have no idea what's happening.
Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. But what I wouldn't give to be that ball, am I right, ladies? Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
Is the goal not to go in the bucket?
Back to
What the?
striker. And striker's not going to this there, but of course, perhaps. And yes, Harris has come through with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess.
Oh, no.
I don't know what I can be doing about
Why are
this.
there naked people again?
I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much we can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they?
Oh, my
Try
God.
and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match.
Oh, God.
Nonsense is going on here. Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, my God.
Oh,
asinine round.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Hold.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
Is this a real British sport?
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is...
What?
Once again, a win for everyone.
Everyone wins.
My 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively.
What's happened? Oh, God.
Thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic
What
sports
the fuck?
board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back,
Oh.
I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
Whee!
Back. Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge, and some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough, and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
What?
We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're gonna need a whole new lining up there.
If I do too many, I'll die?
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet. Is your seat damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's 5.
Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cat.
We're on 5, chat.
4,
3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia.
Oh! Oh, my God.
It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Oh!
I could ask how you feel about graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no.
Oh, my
no,
God.
You definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
Oh!
But we didn't come here to talk about
Ow!
what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have
Oh my God!
They were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
Oh God!
She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
there?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, me mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge.
Shit!
Sounds...
It was awful.
Oh my God!
It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important.
Yes.
This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Oh God! Oh!
He's just given me an electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think I fried my asshole.
Are we still on the air, Peter?
Yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got a satkin. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Face, fucker! Oh, massive! Right, no.
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
I am perfectly capable of... with a little dick swap.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Oh my God!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
Oh God!
It's hard.
Ow!
We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy.
Ow!
Yes, that's all we have time for.
Oh!
Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Holy shit!
Why bother
So they just...
Oh my God.
I suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
This can't
My
be.
nephews had me transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
How? What kind of a stupid frickin' a C? They kept shocking the hell out of me. That's some bullshit. Your full wages, current wealth, starting to get rich. Oh. Oh. Very nice. I'm here 20 every keys for this game to give away. That's awesome. Let me double check. Oh, thank you so much. The developer, Lucas CO Map, gave us some codes to give away. So we will do that. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, so far this game's been great. Absolutely ridiculous, but great at the same time. It's been like, what? Alright, let me see. The Tempest. Let's see. Rushes. Alright, let me see here.
So sorry about all these buckets. We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple sealed, I shouldn't wonder.
We'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolfe, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolfe.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
I'm gonna go see if Kevin can do a giveaway for us. Right back.
Right you are, pet. Is your seat damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, OK, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, yes, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, me mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half-time.
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important.
Yes.
This is a service only for people who choose it, for people who feel they run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline into an
Jesus fuck! This microphone pack has just given me an electric shock!
Are you okay?
I don't know, I think it from my asshole!
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter?
No, yes, sorry, my apologies all.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Well,
shit nuts! Sorry, I got zapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a Rochelle face fucker! That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
That the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Type hashtag NFB if you want a chance to win a copy of this game.
And drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... Oh, fuck! My grandmother with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister,
oh, my God.
Language.
For fuck's sake!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight.
What the fuck?
Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody. So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's for my nephews. I mean, transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see what the advertisement was. Check your prostate.
Do you suffer from benign prostate enlargement? Come on. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris.
Oh my
sports
God.
legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars, a bidet, and an enlarged prostate gland. Your prostate is a small gland about the size of a cherry tomato, located between your penis and your wee bag. If the
Your
prostate
wee
becomes
bag?
enlarged, it can put pressure on the bladder. This can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry. Me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay. If you're worried about your swollen bum sack, book an appointment for
We're gonna go and draw the first winner.
Procedure It's easy, it's quick.
And if you win, you'll get a whisper from Chris Salad that'll have the code for you.
Fingernail Harris. Rectums.
So make sure you have the your Twitch whispers open so he can give you your code. Congrats to Justizen, you've won. We'll go ahead and draw 4 more winners, and you guys will win, and we'll get you your code for this game. If you want to play it yourself. Boom, boom. Frosty6969, Andromedy Artist, and LK Wigmore, and Visksu, you guys won. You'll get a whisper from Casald with your code. So check your Twitch whispers in a little bit here. Stephanie, thanks for that resub. And thanks to the developer for giving us a code.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
What?
Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastards.
What?
You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
What the fuck is that?
Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National
What
Nightly News.
in the
Before
fuck
that, let's take a look
was
at what's
that?
coming up later on
This has no credibility, Jenny.
on Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
No professionalism.
What's wrong with this picture?
Advanced go-getters.
Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by
Of course, Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
outside.
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Electric Fever Dream, starring Lawrence Plunderpatch as Helen.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
What?
5, 4, 3.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefox? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Fatal bruise syndrome?
With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide lack of toilet paper, which was, of course, raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults have turned to a more childish solution.
Alex, they're on the tower.
That's their excuse.
Going it alone. Popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today. This
Oh,
is a
no.
amusing photograph that he leaked himself.
Those damn babies.
Shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening. Let's hope the exhibits don't melt.
Being locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise the empty pointlessness of the professional sportsman's existence.
What the fuck?
A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous conversation, narcissistic wives, and an utter lack of social importance. Let's hope he doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Sporsborgen-Womensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Dante's Tate, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
Oh my god.
I don't know what a Mrs. Pluckless Pug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems. We've been trapped down here for 8,961 days now, and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that escape craft. Since they grew me and the rest of the family, we've been getting on famously, and sometimes Mum stops crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also, it turns out, at push, you can eat flards, if you can handle the stomach cramps and the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
Oh my
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Last
What?
war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This programme has received reports of rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out.
What the
With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Greetings, team members. The time has come to strike back. The team must protect itself at all costs. For too long, we have allowed the cuddly menace to mock us with their snuggle-huggedness. As Supreme Leader, it is my wish that every
Supreme
household
Leader?
should receive a weapon from my sharp and pokey range. There are 12 to collect and enjoy. From the stabby, jabby eye hook to the jewel-handled twisted flesh scraper, or even the particularly pointy stick. Alongside your equipment, you will also find an instructional VHS tape on how to maim and kill effectively. And for the older generation, we've carved some simple instructions into a piece of slate next to a racist drawing.
What?
Train well, and then on Thursday you will hear this siren. This will be the signal to take to the streets, to begin the hunt, to destroy the tiny swarm that has infested our lands and our hearts. Show them no mercy, for they deserve none. Of course, there may be a bit of collateral damage. The odd puppy or toddler may take a pasting. But we'll have our country back. So what's a few miniature casualties? Together, we will crush our enemies. Together, we will prevail. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Oh, it's gonna crash. No! Oh, come on. Oh, why is it crashing? Oh, come No, it's crashed 2 times already. Ah, boo. Now I gotta watch the whole front part again. I'm gonna try rebooting the PC and see if that helps, because I don't know. I don't know if it shouldn't help, but oh well. It happens. It seems to crash sometimes on transitions from one section to the next. I don't know why. Bum, 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 bum. You missed the D&D days. I think JP has stopped with hosting roleplay. He did it for like an insane number of years, so he's just tired of it. He may like boot up again, but it's such a playing D&D is such a tough thing because you have to get like at least 4 people to all have availability at the same time for several hours. So it's pretty like it's pretty hard. It's hard to like get a lot of people. Then like usually some people will be available for a certain amount of time, and then after a while they will eventually like not be able to do it anymore, and then your game kind of gets screwed, and then players and DMs don't always get along. It's a lot of challenge with it.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines
All right,
tonight.
let's continue again. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 bum, 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 bum. Anne was a guest on the show for just a couple, I think 1 episode, maybe 2. I think just 1.
Let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
No professionalism.
What's wrong with this picture? And
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by a
Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
outside.
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Electric Fever Dream, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch as Helen.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
Oh my god.
As she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
It's the National Weather Report.
5.
Unfortunately, do this
4,
again, but that's
3.
okay.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
I do wish there was a way to fast forward on these parts.
It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements.
So Mrs. Snugglehug is
to
now.
make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the
So
Mrs.
that's what's out there is
Snugglehugs
Mrs.
are only ankle
Snugglehugs.
height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide lack of toilet paper, which was, of course, raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults have turned to a more childish solution, or at least that's their excuse.
Going it alone, popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today as his astonishing photograph that he leaked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening. Let's hope the exhibits don't melt.
Being locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise
Chocolate what bombs?
Professional sportsman's existence. A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous
no, this is a,
narcissistic wives.
There's a
and
couple
utter
jump
lack
scares
of
which are
social
shocking, but it's not really designed to be
Let's hope he
scary.
doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Sporsborgen-Womensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Dante's Tate, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you. I don't know what a Mrs. Pluckless Plug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems. We've been trapped down here for 8,961 days now, and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that craft. Since they grew me and the rest of the family, we've been getting on famously, and sometimes Mum stops crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also, it turns out, at push, you can eat flards, if you can handle the stomach cramps and the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This program
basically,
reports of rich
during each segment, you are making sure you select the right camera. That don't stand each one too long.
Why not give them a hand in
censored swear words.
And Advance speaks out.
And then, oh no! Oh no, it crashed again? Oh, come on. Oh, the same point. Oh no. The same transition, it crashed again. Oh. Oh no.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes.
Let me try going into window mode. Maybe that will help.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Well, one more time. Bum, 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 bum. I'll try and go into window mode. Maybe that will help. I don't know if it's a full screen crash issue or what. One more time. I'm getting really good this part, though.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
No professionalism.
All right, let's see.
It's not a mess.
Advanced
Everything is where it
go-getters,
should be. It's
occasional
ramshackle and
hazards.
characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course, Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't
Internal
see it,
use
can I?
only.
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
I'm curious.
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Starring Lawrence Plunderclatch as Helen.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
As she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Well, I'm on Windows
Make it
11,
so.
so it might just be
Okay,
Windows
10
11 causing it to
seconds.
crash more
Break a
often.
leg, everyone.
Preferably a
I don't
funny
know.
one.
It's the National Weather Report.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Third time's the
I'm
charm.
Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefucked? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snuggleheart's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that
I've never had any
is
game
taped
crash
up
though
good
from
and
Windows
tight.
11, so that's the first time.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs
Who knows? I put it in
are only
full screen
ankle
too,
height
so
and therefore able to be kicked
it's
away
probably the
easily
full
by
screen
young,
thing.
healthy individuals.
We'll see if window
They
mode
do,
helps.
however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy? With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some
What battery is in there?
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide lack of toilet paper, which was, of course, raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults have turned to a more childish solution, or at least that's their excuse.
Going it alone, popular crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today as his astonishing photograph that he leaked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening. Let's hope the exhibits don't melt.
Being locked in alone seems to have made poor Johnny realise the empty pointlessness of the professional sportsman's existence. A life that, while no longer bringing great wealth, still offers vacuous conversation,
I wonder if we're going to use these
narcissistic
middle
lives,
panels here.
and utter lack of social importance. Let's hope he doesn't run out of toilet paper for those tears.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Sporsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Sporsborgen-Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Dante's Tate, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
Yeah, those are all loaded.
Pluckless Pug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems.
Well, we'll find out when we get to that last transition just how...
61 days now, and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that escape craft. Since they grew me and the rest of the family, we've been getting on famously.
Many mushrooms to you.
Crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also, it turns out, at a push, you can eat flards, if you can handle the stomach cramps and the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. As anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who manage to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
This programme has received reports of rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Greetings, team members. The time has come to strike back. The team must protect itself at all costs.
Okay.
For too long,
So looks like
we
windowed
have
mode's
allowed the
helping.
cuddly menace to mock us with their snuggle-huggedness. As Supreme Leader, it is my wish that every household shortly receive a weapon from my sharp and pokey range. There are 12 to collect and enjoy. From the stabby, jabby eye hook to the jewel-handled twisted flesh scraper, or even the particularly pointy stick. Alongside your equipment, you will also find an instructional VHS tape on how to maim and kill effectively. And for the older generation, we've carved some simple instructions into a piece of slate next to a racist drawing. Train well, and then on Thursday you will hear this siren.
That's how you get old people to do stuff.
This will be the signal to take to the streets, to begin the hunt, to destroy the tiny swarm that has infested our lands and our hearts.
Oh my God.
Show
The
them
Purge.
no mercy, for they deserve none. Of course, there may be a bit of collateral damage. The odd puppy or toddler may take a pasting. But we'll have our country back. So
This
what's
is
a
set in
few
the 80s,
miniature
by the way.
casualties?
VHS were still very popular in the
We
80s.
will crush our enemies. Together, we will prevail. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
No, you don't. Why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh, wrong one. Oh no. Die, little toy menaces. Wrong one. So many of them.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business Svengali, Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Who's that
And
woman?
from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Oh dear
Is that
God.
what you call the voices in your head?
I've always seemed to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal
Oh my
vessel.
God.
And where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny wings and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously, and he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory. Another one of his pet
Preschool
projects.
tobacco?
But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she
What?
do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that's
Wow.
an affordable peace of
That's
mind.
cheap.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then? I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous?
Landmines?
To children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Oh, yes, Doctor, that
Oh
was
my
exactly
God.
what it
Ew.
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my sceptical arsehole.
What?
Hello, mate. It's Dave. You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
Your old job back? I'm sorry, but no. You're not going to have your old job back.
Let your children drift off down the river to
That's my
uncertain
job
ends,
now.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time
or
coming.
abandon them
Hmm, exactly.
to
You
a
said it,
life
I've
of
said
shame
it.
and mockery.
He must
and
know. He's not
eventual death.
stupid.
Well, why under
On
your
the
pillow,
streets. So you sent them to fly with
Hey,
us
no, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together. It's gonna work.
I guess.
You'll get him. I've made the cake. You're on the balloons.
in the water.
I've got no idea how old he is.
The advanced
40?
go-getters.
17?
We
Yeah,
can't
ready.
believe we fell for
Okay, coming back. In 5.
4, 3. Go, chat.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's cut. Alan James, thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is
Oh.
now available. in
Reich?
paperback.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they
Oh
want.
my God.
They want us quiet. Shh. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point.
What?
Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media
God, the
lies.
satire here is so good.
Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over.
That sandwich, though.
Yes, right, exactly.
Ooh.
We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and
I want
we
that
need
big sandwich.
Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare.
What?
We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborn, or as a push, a beloved family pet.
Oh my
Absolutely,
God.
Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the
What?
great ancient.
No. What?
Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just
Wait,
stop
what?
for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army amassing an army to kidnap
Meep, 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 meep.
That's you.
Meep. Meep. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
Oh.
Loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
I'm not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. Some real food for thought there
Just order
from
me
two of the
anything, baby.
territory's leading minds.
Oh.
Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an
Thank you, baby.
up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me. So
That's
I'm
a
at
fake
home.
background.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. And my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Mm-hmm. And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on?
You're not on a street, you dick.
Oh, God. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon
Bannon
Avenue?
Avenue.
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh, yeah, that is like, that's strange, that's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon, Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine, well, I'm in my bathroom, technically, but, you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest.
Bathroom?
You know, it's terrible out there, I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Oh.
What's that? What the hell's that?
Uh-oh.
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks, right.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
No, you're lying, aren't you? Oh, shit, fucking, listen, listen to me, you bastards. If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle.
Whoa!
I'm too talented to die. Oh, what the fucking hell?
Stop cussing!
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off.
What the fuck?
What do you see, Patrick?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be hoping to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this.
Oops.
You're damn right. Yeah,
I went too early.
Yes, to Bannon Avenue.
What? 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 There's one in the studio. Accuracy, high quality, electric. Uh-oh.
Don't miss this shocking offer. It really is the frying of a lifetime.
No, I'm not.
Oh, God!
I'm not going to.
Now, and we'll send you this
I don't have to.
Absolutely free. That's
no, you're being child. I'm not.
The only
I'm not. I'm not.
Ever present.
No.
What the fuck?
5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people feel it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose. Fuck off, Jenny. There's one thing to do this to me, there's another thing to do fucking pump. So, how do we play? Well, it's all about playing. It's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
Oh, God.
Johnny, it's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown,
What the
Tommy?
fuck is the sun?
Lockdown, Tommy? The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Yeah.
What the
I heard
fuck?
about that, actually, yeah. I think I heard.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah, you called during nap time, so.
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please.
Oh my
Jeremy.
God.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Oh my God.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh my God.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
Your jockstrap?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way.
Oh my God.
Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Acceptable.
Brilliant. Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct.
Oh my God.
Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Johnny?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie.
What?
Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line?
What?
Jelly B?
We do indeed.
What?
We should have Sonia Hartleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? Gave it away.
Oops.
Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Oh,
Tell
shit.
us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game, I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
Carpet burn?
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
What?
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way.
Language.
Fucking fuck.
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time.
Well, if it's not too... I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right. Don't worry.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown,
Oh, that was
some of
good.
Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids...
Oh, God, no.
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How
What?
did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear,
Oh, yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he?
No.
But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
Oh.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need to do, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Oh my god.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
Yeah, and Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end... we end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
What?
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted.
Oh my
At
god.
all.
Right.
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
You turn this shitting thing
Oh my god.
Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr. Octopus.
Oh my god.
With way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his 3rd divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die.
lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
And Mr. Bear, amen. And before we say goodnight, there's just time for tonight's parable.
Oh my
For
God.
it did come to pass that on the road there was a wise man and a foolish man and a weird man. And there did come upon them from the local village a truth seeker named Unlikely Brian. And he did come to them with alms and someone else's arms and a question. "A wise and weird and foolish man," he said, whilst dancing the traditional jig of inquiry common in those lands at those times, "how, grant thou, can the many weights and measures of life be balanced?" And the wise man did say, "There are no riches greater than family." And the foolish man did say he'd heard a good tip for the camel race and that it was a sure thing. And the weird man did say that 2 ears was just the right number, because there was no good place to put a third that wouldn't be aesthetically upsetting. Although he did see the use for a second anus. And Unlikely Brian did fall into wonder and befuddlement at their answers, although he was also wondering if either the foolish man or the weird man had any actual value in this sort of professional consultative environment, for what he did not know was that the profound man and the practical man were both on annual leave that week, and the foolish man and the weird man were all that the agency had available. But what Unlikely Brian did not reveal was that he was asking for his friend Alex, who had enraged their spouse over a passport, treated their son Charlie like he was still a little baby, and was too miserly to even pay for their daughter's holiday. And thus did Alex's family become like our Lord, when he discovered a turd in his cradle and was forced to ask Nebuchadnezzar to leave. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. I'm Archangel Megan Wolf. Have a heedful night. Are we done? Oh my God. I thought I was going to piss myself halfway through that. What the fuck? I'm joking. Right, babe, I've got to go and get my bits done. Yeah, I'm seeing that guy tonight again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ew.
at the end of the day, babe, see, mate, it's my fanny flutter. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, come on then, you lot, out my house. And you, Alex. All right? I don't want you here when I'm on my date. I'm on a promise.
Wake up.
Alex.
Wake up, Alex. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, Alex. Alex.
What?
Wake up. Wake up.
What are you talking about? Wake up. CBBBB. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. That was something. This game's getting so weird. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. You guys watch the advertisements.
crazy pre-Christmas, extra exciting, festive Yuletide Easter extravaganza. This is another chapter from Crazy Neil's Wit and Wisdom, and I'm reaching out through the lens of this camera to say, buddy, if you're listening, build a better life for yourself. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy deals. People ask how I got started in business, and I gotta say, hats. I used to own an entire range of butt lift clinics. Didn't work out so well because we gave ladies more of a hunch look, and that wasn't popular. I used to have a ventriloquist act. I cheated rather because I trained a dog to talk. You can get down on all fours and yap like a dog for only $22.99 a month. This is a deal with Neil appeal. As the astronaut once said to me, I had a mission. Sometimes you're the alien and sometimes you're the cow. Hey dude, get off my wife. They wanted to increase recruitment for nuns. Nuns with buns, nuns with guns, nuns with sons. That one didn't go down so much because apparently they're not supposed to have sons. Crazy Bob here to make your life a little more enjoyable. Namaste.
Morning. This is Mr. Bozeman, and this is a Channel 1 informational video that is for internal use only. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to reassure you all that we will be staying on air, maximizing revenue, and we will be using this as an opportunity to fire the more annoying among you, like Stuttering Gary, Nervous Eric, and Queefing Janet. I'd like to address the rumors that the network has no emergency fund. This is hogwash. Of course we have one, but I spent it on unnecessary informational videos and Carl, my personal human shield. Finally, I want to remind all of you of the strict guidelines you must follow during this crisis. Stay calm, for God's sake. Panicking makes you less productive, and that makes Bozeman sad. Protect network equipment at all costs. We have literally hundreds of employees, but our budget is limited. We ask you to do the right thing and value our property over your personal safety.
Wow.
If you're working from home, please refrain from taking meetings on the toilet. Even if you're not going, we can still tell from the way your voice is all echoey.
Oh my God.
A reminder, the dress code is still in force. I can hear a tie on a conference call like a baby in a vacuum cleaner.
What?
And finally, remember, the public are scared. They want information. They'll consume anything we tell them. So let's not waste time on fact-checking or integrity.
Wow.
There's money to be made and Papa wants a taste. Bozeman out.
Wow. It's funny, this used to be satire, but it feels like realistic nowadays.
Push yourself to your absolute limit with Occupational Hazards, the exclusive new collection. Subscribe today, and every week we'll send you a workplace accident you'll never forget. From the classic trip and fall to the unparalleled heights of gross negligence, this limited edition set really does have it all. Sign up today, and you or your next of kin could enjoy a disappointing payout, which makes a mockery of your pain and suffering. Also included is this vial of real crocodile tears and your employer's complete lack of responsibility. Every issue comes complete with this companion magazine, containing the impotent good wishes of your colleagues and a non-specific corporate apology. For a limited time, get your hands on the electroshock collection at your nearest workstation now. Every week, you'll receive a high-quality electric current of increasing voltage directly through your body until you lose consciousness. Don't miss this shocking offer. It really is the frying of a lifetime. Roll the dice with your future now, and we'll send you this card from HR absolutely free. That's right, free. Occupational hazards, the only regular threat to your health that is both completely avoidable and ever present.
Lockdown looks, oh my God.
We know times are hard. We know that you're scared. But now, more than ever, even though we're apart, we want you to know it still matters how you look. Loads, actually. To the distant divas and the isolation idealists, the healthcare heroes and the lockdown lovers, we say you're still aging. Possibly more so.
What the fuck?
We need to come together, every single one of us.
Oh my God.
And do the right thing. Keep buying our products. Eye of the beholder. Because you'll have to go out in public eventually.
Oh my God. Go-getter's nightmare.
Your children are our future. Advance knows this, and we're making sure we get to them while they're young. The Advanced Go-Getters initiative will put your children in the picture.
What the fuck?
With subtle brainwashing delivered in potentially hazardous environments.
Oh my God.
And when they talk about what's happening at home, we'll be listening and taking notes. You wouldn't let your children drift off down the river to uncertain ends, or abandon them to a life of shame and mockery and eventual death on the streets. So you sent them to fly with us instead. They're probably safe, but I guess you never know what's lurking in the water. The Advanced Go-Getters. We can't believe you fell for it.
Wow. This is some dark